is just the most brutal thing. It's like going to the fair, where you hit the thing and ring the bell with a prize. Big giant freaking sledgehammer for the win. Well, that was kind of violent. Now working on that front diff cross member with the bushings from Outfitters Design. So that's what's next. We're gonna put these Outfitter Design front diff bushings in. I gotta get the old ones out. And I've got the front diff cross member right here. This is the donor. It's a lot cleaner than King Kong down there. The OEM, that thing is dirty. I got an oil leak somewhere, maybe valve cover I need to address. So we're gonna work on this one because it's not gonna take as much to clean up. Trying to get these bushings out, and I've heard a lot of people, you can burn it, whatever. I think I'm gonna get in here because it's a lip. If it's anything like these, that's what we're working with, that lip. So I may just use my mini Sawzall and try and just cut it up out of there. We'll see how this goes. Well, this is what we have resulted to, just trying to burn it out. It is, the rubber's got that metal bush. Yeah, we had to take this outside. We'll roast some marshmallows here in a minute. Yeah, don't look too bad. Some of this VHT epoxy stuff works all right. So I forgot to press out this sleeve that rubber bushing is in. Once I got all that rubber bushing out, let's see how this goes. Well, it's kind of violent. But there we go. So I've kind of already got it started. And all I did was take a freaking sledgehammer. I did heat this up some with a torch and I put penetrating oil in there. I'll let that do its magic. So I got it moved a little bit. Remember, there's a metal sleeve in there. If you can't whoop it out, you may have to come in with a Sawzall or a hacksaw and maybe cut a piece of chunk out of it, and then maybe you can get behind that metal sleeve and pry it inwards. That way it kind of shrinks and maybe you can push it out. I'm just trying the whooping method. A big giant freaking sledgehammer for the win. So next on the list is these bushings, and this is going to be the top bushing on the short side. Directions will tell you which bushing goes where. And it says 03 on the top and 04 on the bottom, and like I said, they have them marked. Yeah, 03. 04. So 04 on the bottom. They're a little snug, so those are in. Unfortunately, y'all did not get to see the uninstall on the front diff. When I took it out, I left the drive shaft attached. So I just pulled it all out together. Instructions that come say after you get those two metal sleeves installed, it is time to install the front differential and then reinstall the cross member. So that's what we're going to go with. And then I guess we'll reinstall the drive shaft. Let's do it. Open up and say ah. Of course, you get that bolt in and that bolt in. Those are the two majors. And then we'll come back with the cross member and the drive shaft. So I'm gonna try and get this thing set up. I'm using, I don't know, I guess like an ATV motorcycle lift. Just be patient with me, y'all. We'll see what we can do. I'll just try and leave this running so that way y'all can watch the struggle.
Oh yeah, I went way past. Sure couldn't tell. So we just need to drop it down. Sure makes a mess. Everything under here. Hey, there we go. Struggle.
Alright, now we're ready to put in the front drive shaft. We're just going to feed this over the exhaust. Got her in. We got all of our U-joint straps in, tightened up, drive shafts in, put in the axle nuts. There's like a whole bunch of them. I think they're about a 15 millimeter. They go all around that axle coming into the diff. So I'm going to install them before I get that cross member in.
Find something to jab in there. Hold it.
I'm gonna do the same for the driver's side. Time for the piece de resistance. The cross member diff. We got 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got the diff bushing, the one that usually is the culprit that has, you know, this is usually the one that goes bad, even on your H3. Not necessarily these, or up the top. And these don't have bushings, I'm sorry. One up the top, or this one over here. It's this one right here, because when you put it in forward and drive, it flexes like that. So it wears on that bushing a good bit. H2 and H3, notorious, that bushing right there. Anyhow, let's see if we can't get a couple bolts in here. To hold it in place, I need to, I'm just going to slide one in to hold it. Let's get something started.
I was going to need a D12, but no, I'm good.
Our big bolt in. So to recap of the front diff and cross member, you have to take this bolt out, take these 4 bolts out. These are all 18 millimeter. Take your U-joint straps off, pull your drive shaft out, and on your long shaft, there is your other bushing, and that's an 18 millimeter. There's your axle bolts. There's 6 of them. They're 15 millimeter. Take them out, kind of pry that off. Likewise on the driver's side. And then up here's that other differential bolt, 18 millimeter, right there. And it goes all the way up into the engine bay. Go back on my channel to my playlist, Hummer. I've got it all on there, from shocks to Hummer stuck in gear, air suspension bags, headlight mod, marker lights, clearance lights. Oh yeah, leaking water in your Hummer. Oh, that's in there too. Radiator, air conditioning. Oh, we just keep adding to it. Now we got front differential. Get in here, get it fired up. Let's see if these wheels will spin. All right, y'all. Moment of truth. Well guys, there we have it. Successful test drive. Definitely something wrong with the other differential. I think there's probably a broken tooth. That's probably what caused it to grab, get caught, try to stop while, you know, going 30 something miles an hour braking that wheel completely off. Anyhow, it's the end of this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Till the next video, see you next time.